Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Tanner here. We're currently in my LEGO room because I am going to be showing you guys my top 10 favorite Ninjago minifigures. As you guys can see, I have been collecting sets for quite a long time, and I've encountered many various Ninjago minifigures throughout my run. You can definitely see that a large majority of minifigures were considered for this video. Remember that everything I say in this video is 100% my own opinions, so don't get bent out of shape in the comment section. So without further ado, let's get right into the list. So starting things off in the number 10 spot, we have a tie between two minifigures, but they're basically the same thing. On the left here we have Acronix, and on the right we have Krux. These two are of course the main villains for the Season 7 Hands of Time storyline, and I have to say overall these two are very, very detailed. As you can see, using Acronix as an example, you have a whole bunch of printing on the torso and the legs, including toe printing. As you can see, both minifigures have the green cape, and they are pretty much asymmetrical, or I guess in this case the reverse of one another. Another thing that makes the Hands of Time stand out is of course this hood piece that is shared between the two. Using Krux as an example, you can see here, very detailed in itself. I like seeing the copper colored clock or stopwatch on the top, and overall it just has a very unique shape to it. Of course though, if we unmask both of the minifigures, you can see there definitely is an age difference, even though they're twins, but that'll be explained in the storyline. Only one gets an alternative face, which is of course Krux and his Dr. Saunders face. Of course, the Dawn of Iron Doom set was nice enough to give us a hairpiece for both Acronix and Krux. You get both of the hair pieces in that one set, which I am a really big fan of. It definitely gives them that more complete look, especially with Krux over here and recreating the whole Dr. Saunders thing. I think that was a very nice touch on the part of LEGO, and I hope we'll see more of that coming in the future. So yeah, number 10 we have the Hands of Time. Moving along to number 9, we have of course Skylor. This is the new version that came in that new minifigure accessory kit. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I think it's something close to that. But as you can see here, this is Skylor representing her appearance in Season 6 of Ninjago, and as you can see, she now sports dark red along with her classic yellow. But as you guys can see, there is not much in terms of printing, but I kind of like that. It definitely shows that this is another homemade costume for Skylor, and if we take off that hood, we get a better look at her face. I cannot remember if that's the same face that we got before, but of course, like Acronix and Krux, the set that she comes in did include her hairpiece, which we have not gotten previously, and that definitely adds, again, the more complete look to the minifigure. So once again, good job on LEGO's part of creating a decent looking figure, a really nice looking figure as a matter of fact, and definitely making it one that is very memorable and collectible. So yeah, number 9 is Skylor. Number 8 on the list is the four-armed Lord Garmadon from the 2012 wave of sets, and this minifigure was the first minifigure to, do the whole four-armed thing, and that was due to the fact that Garmadon was now able to possess the 4 golden weapons. As you can see by removing the top half of the body, the torso print is pretty much identical to the original Garmadon. The leg printing is new with the nice purple belt going all the way down. Nothing on the back if I remember correctly, and yeah, this piece just attaches over the head and gives Garmadon that beastly four-armed appearance, which I am a really big fan of. The helmet is also different from the original version, but still keeps the bone piece, and I believe that face is the same as well. But yeah guys, overall this Lord Garmadon is definitely my favorite version of Garmadon to date, and I am a really big fan of it. So yeah, number 8 is the four-armed Lord Garmadon. Number 7 is the Golden Lloyd, or NRG Lloyd as some like to call him. This is the form that Lloyd took during his battle with the Overlord, when he pretty much reached his full potential and gained access to the golden power. As you can see though, Lloyd's face definitely does not look like Lloyd. I wish they would have included the regular Lloyd face at the time for this figure, because it would match what's in the show a lot better. But yeah, a golden version of the Kimono ninja is a very cool idea. It's very well done, and I am a really big fan of it. As you can see, that shoulder armor piece hides some printing, but you can kind of see his dragon emblem in there. Very, very cool figure. I do like the gold color. It's just your regular pearl gold, I believe. But yeah, very, very cool, and a very nice addition to the collection of Lloyd minifigures that we've gotten. So yeah, I would definitely consider this to be one of the most well-done figures from the Ninjago line, and I definitely look forward to what they have in store down the road. Number 6 on my list is T-Shop Wu from the Temple of Airjitzu set. As you can see, this version of Sensei Wu gives him a little bit more of that ornamental look that we're used to seeing an elderly character like Sensei Wu actually possessing. As you can see, he does have the golden hat, which I wish was actually the light tan or almost white version, but taking that off can give us a better look at his beard, which also hides some printing, so we'll take that off real quick. But yeah, you guys, definitely a more ancient sort of ornamental look, as I said earlier. I really like all the symbols going down here. It definitely gives it, again, that ornamental look. I'm a really big fan of the way that this minifigure flows, I guess, printing-wise and character-wise. It is definitely a great look for a character such as Sensei Wu. This summarizes the character of Sensei Wu with one simple minifigure, and I'm a really big fan of the way that that works. Number 5 may be a little bit of an oddball for some of you guys, but I definitely consider the Airjitzu version of Nia to be one of my favorite minifigures. I just love the way that she looks in her newly acquired ninja uniform. She is now part of the team. She has her shoulder pads, she has her mask, and I definitely enjoy her elemental symbol down there. I like how they carried over the phoenix from the other Samurai X and Nia minifigures, and I think dark red as opposed to Kai's bright red is a great color for Nia. As you can see, the black, the red, the blue, and the gold flow perfectly with each other, and the only gripe I have with the figure is it does have that generic Nia face that doesn't really look a lot like Nia, but I might do some customizing on that later on. But yeah, guys, overall, this minifigure of Nia is my favorite Nia minifigure of all time. I am absolutely in love with this figure. I love the way it looks, again, as I said earlier, and I'm happy to see Nia finally be part of the main ninja lineup. Number 4 on my list is the battle damage version of Zane from 2014. I'm a big fan of this figure. This was definitely a highlight in my collection for a long time. As you can see, this version of Zane is from the period of time where he was ambushed by a fleet of ninjroids and basically torn to shreds, but I'm a really big fan of how it looks. We finally get to see that face that we've seen from the Great Devourer episodes of Season 1, which I am really happy to finally get. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of how all of his robot organs are showing. That's kind of weird, but I think it looks really cool. As you can see, the printing goes around pretty much everywhere, showing that he is extremely battle damaged. This figure is exclusive to the Ninjacopter set, and it only appeared there, so if you guys don't have that set, I would definitely consider buying this figure, as it is one of the most collectible out there. Number 3 on my list is another version of Lloyd on this list, and another very rare minifigure. This minifigure only appeared in the DK Collectibles Character Encyclopedia book, but I would definitely consider buying it, as, again, this figure is absolutely phenomenal. This, of course, is the Kimono version of Lloyd that we saw from the last part of Season 2 of the TV show, and I really like how the green, the gold, and the black flow together. This definitely is the first appearance of gold for the character of Lloyd, and I've always thought that that color suited him, and if I can take off the head without... there we go. As you can see here, this still uses the classic Lloyd face from way back in the day. That is no longer used for Lloyd minifigures, but I still think it's really cool. It definitely looks more like Lloyd than the stuff that they're doing nowadays. He does have the golden shoulder armor and the ornamental ancient Asian style look that all of the Kimono ninja have. And flipping around to the back, you see his old snake symbol, not the one from ZX, but not the one from Techno On, but which is really cool. I wish that symbol would have been used more, but I do prefer the dragon. Yeah, you guys, this version of Lloyd is definitely one of the coolest versions of Lloyd to date, but I wish it was included in more sets so more people could get it. The runner-up on my list is the Overlord, the actual physical embodiment of the Dark Lord himself, and this guy appeared in the Battle for Ninjago City set, but yeah, this figure is very cool. As you can see, he does have like the cloak, which is just a brick or like a slope piece. They do include black legs in that set, but unfortunately it does not have any printing on it, so you're definitely going to want to go this route. But look at all that detail. This guy definitely has the detail to prove that yes, he is the Dark Lord, and yes, he will kill you. If we take off his helmet, you can definitely see his very maniacal, evil-looking face right there. Zooming in and taking a better look, you can definitely see, yeah, that does look evil, and those golden shoulder pads don't really help him look any cuter, I guess, than he actually is now. But going down, let's just take a minute to admire that printing. It's very, very accurate to what we see in the TV show, and definitely looks and feels a lot like his mech that is included in that same set. But yeah, you guys, overall, if you wanted to get at least one bad guy figure, definitely go for the Overlord here. He definitely is the best, in my opinion, villain figure of all time. Even though he's not my favorite villain, I definitely prefer this figure over anyone else. So So my number one is of course the Lloyd ZX, or the classic Lloyd minifigure from way back in 2012, only available in a few sets, and if you guys know me, you would know the love and I guess feelings of cherish that I give this figure. I definitely love this figure. My favorite Ninjago minifigure of all time, just so nostalgic for me. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go find my 1,000 subscriber special video that I put up a while back. You can definitely see why this figure means so much to me. But yeah, going into a little bit more detail, you can see the diamond pattern is a trademark of Lloyd's, or at least just for this version and I guess the Techno version, but this is where it all started. This of course is the classic green ninja suit that we've seen throughout the majority of the first couple seasons of Ninjago, and is definitely one that many fans, including myself, will remember for a long time. So thank you guys so much for watching. This was just a quick look at my top 10 favorite Ninjago minifigures. Feel free to share your own top 10 down in the comments section. I would love to see what you guys pick. But besides that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up rating and click that subscribe button, guys. It really means a lot to me. Remember that the comment section is of course yours for any discussions you want to have, or if you just had a general comment, that's fine too. Also remember to leave your video suggestions down below as well for a chance to have your idea featured as an actual video sometime later on. Thank you so much for watching, guys. My name is TannerFishies, and with that, I bid you farewell.